Hi everyone, this is Ada. Welcome back to my channel. I decided today I was going to show everyone my non-designer handbags and clutches, and I just love fashion, and I truly believe that you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money to look good. While I like my designer handbags, I also like other handbags, and I think to put outfits together and use high-end handbags and clothes with low-end, not low-end, but you know, less expensive items is very good, and I think it's a lot more creative. When I see someone who has got a lot of style, a lot of class, and a lot of elegance, I look on the street and I notice that they've put all their pieces of the outfit together really well, and so I'm inspired by that. So I just thought I'd show you my collection and what I've got and why I love them and why they're in my collection, and even some of them have sentimental value to me. So we will start. I'm just going to pick them all up. I haven't, as you can see, they're fairly messy here. So this one, I love animal print of any type. This one I got years ago. This is probably, I'm going to estimate the age of all these, and it will only be an estimate. So maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I got this from Witchery, and it is just an amazing clutch. Obviously not very big, but it has a jewel here, and I will try opening it. So it does have this strap, and I'll probably always keep this in my collection because, oh, hang on, it's got caught. Because classic nighttime, or it keeps getting caught. Yeah. So that one, love the strap, can wear it crossbody if I want. So number one, in no particular order, this one I got, let me see, probably about 2 years ago when I was in Melbourne visiting a friend. And this is a company called Store, which is an Italian brand, so A-S-O-R-T. I did look them up, and I got this in a pre-loved designer boutique, which had clothes as well. And I just love the flower on it. I love the feel of the leather. It is leather, and it does say in here it is made in Italy. And I really love how you can just store that away and use that as a clutch. And it's actually, I've used this one heaps and heaps in the 2 years that I've had it, and I just love her. At the same time, I ended up getting this. Remember the old glow mesh? Glow mesh has come back in. I think Mimco in Australia has done some glow mesh. So this was at the same store at the same time, and I remember thinking, which one will I get? But they're so different, so I end up getting both. To be honest, I've never used this, but I sort of love this because it just reminds me of the olden days and old Hollywood. And this one I actually got and did research, and I think it might be the glow mesh from overseas, not the Australian glow mesh. But I just love the burgundy colour of this, and I will use it probably if I was going to something a bit more flash or a bit more upmarket, like black tie, or you know, really dressy. So that one. This one is a Henry Bendel. I love Henry Bendel. Unfortunately, they're closed now, so this bag's quite special. I mean, it's nothing flash, but this one I bought in New York, and I wanted a bag that I didn't have to worry about. It's like that equivalent of the Saffiano leather, and it's just so easy to travel with. I don't have to worry if anything gets spilt on it. And that particular time I was after a red bag, and I remember in the store in New York the lady helping me, and I think I bought a few other things as well. So I will always keep this in my collection due to Henry Bendel. This one was a gift from Kelly, my friend Kelly, my beautiful Kelly, and she gave me a gift voucher, and I wanted something that was pink, basically, that was small, that I could just take quickly. It's not very big, but it does have the zip at the back. And I remember texting Kelly and saying this color or the other color, and she picked the pink one. So The other one was sort of a different colour, maybe a deeper colour pink, I'm not too sure, I can't remember. And that's by Elms and King, and I got that downstairs from where I live at Sonder Place. So that one. This one is Spencer and Rutherford. This little girl is called the Paris bag, and I do have, it's not everyone's taste, but I do have a sort of a vintage style to my dress. Well, I would like to dress like that more, but your lifestyle changes. But honestly, I just love vintage. I'm always attracted to vintage looking bags, or yeah, just bags that have a story. And I think this one to me, called Paris, and for those of you that don't know, Spencer and Rutherford is an Australian brand who they make bags and they put numbers in them. They've sort of changed a lot, but this, I've had this one, oh, I'm going to say 6 to 8 years. So this is number bag 85 of 200. So, and it says limited. So that one is the same. I can put the chain in there. I'm not going to try because I know I'm going to get caught. And yeah, I love that one. She's just gorgeous. It's got little diamantes and yeah, just appeals to my vintage style. This one is very old. This one was my first trip, or was my second trip? Anyway, one of my first trips to New York, and I was at 9 West, so it's, yeah, it says 9 West on the front, buying a pair of sandals, and I spotted this, and I just love this. This I will never get rid of as well. I love the shape, I love the straw. Haven't used it a lot, but really I just need to make that effort to use it more, but I just love the shape, and just brings back memories of my first trip to New York. This one I've only had probably for a year, maybe, or over a year, just over a year, just have a few marks on, but this is a Rebecca Minkoff. I remember shopping with my friend Natty, who has a YouTube channel. She does perfume. I don't think she's doing the channel anymore, but we were shopping and I ran into, or saw this on the bargain sale table, and I can't remember what we paid, maybe 200 and something. I think it was a $400 bag, maybe something like that. And I went home and I told Peter, and he surprised me and he bought this bag. I love this bag. I love the look. It's a vintage style looking bag as well. And if you look at my Instagram or even some of my pictures on YouTube, you'll see that I carry this a lot. She is just scrumptious. This one's a recent purchase of mine. This one I got in Spain. We went to Spain in January of 2019. It's 2019 now. And I saw this, like every girl needs a bit of cow, I say. And I looked at it and I walked away. It was in the hotel reception, or where the shop was in the hotel foyer, and I thought, it's a good size, has a zip at the back, and so I decided I was going to buy this, and I'm so glad I have, or did, because it has a wristlet strap, and it also has this to wear over your shoulder, and it has plenty of room, and you can take it as a clutch. So this one is really, really good. I think I paid the equivalent of probably 100 Australian dollars for this, maybe 120, I'm not too sure, but I think I'll have that for a while in my collection, or probably forever in my collection as well. This one is cheap, inexpensive, from Colette Hayman, and the reason I have kept this, because Colette Hayman, if most people in Australia would know, it's really a fast, you know, on-trend fashion brand that has cheap, inexpensive earrings and handbags, and I just kept this one because I just think, I mean, the chain is pretty yucky looking, but I've used this, you can see marks on it, but I use this when I go out at night time, and I don't want to, you know, if I'm having a couple of drinks, I don't have to worry about someone stealing it, I don't have to worry about spilling things on, so, and because it's black and because it's a shape, I can also carry it as a clutch, so I'm going to keep that one just for nights that I, you know, think that I need something like that. This one, it's a Stitch and Hide one. I won this as part of my package for race day fashions on the field in our area a couple of years back. It's just a little cowhide sort of clutch. So has a wristlet as well. So I haven't used that as much actually. I probably need to use that more. I think this would be good just to put in my Neverfull or something like that, as you know, or to take it away with something in with jewelry when you travel. So I'm going to keep that. This one I love. I got this from Forever New. I think it does have a mark on it there, but I just love that because of what it says, and it just, I don't know, I just love it. So that one. This one has meaning as well. When I worked at Witchery with a lot of the girls, we had a swap party, a clothing swap party, and my manager Claire at the time, she had got me around to have a look at some of her fashion clothes or items and say, how would you style this? So we just had a fun morning, had coffee, and then after that we had a swap party where a lot of ladies came. We had cheese platter, we had wine, and she bought this. And I thought, yes, that's going to be mine. So, and as she said, you have worn this a lot. I haven't lately. I go up and down with my style. But how sweet is this little silver? I love her. I did consider getting rid of her, like Claire obviously got rid of her, but I thought, no, she's going to stay in my collection because she's just so pretty. That one. This one is just a cheap one, but animal print. I'm addicted to it. And I just think it's just so nice. This one was from Sports Girl. I think it was $30. So that comes out every now and then. I don't have to worry about that, especially if I'm wearing a black outfit. Just has that high impact for, you know, not much money. This one is from my darling girl, Kelly and Nick. They got me this for a birthday present. They had Ada stamped on it. So this one is hard wearing as well. Once again, great for a pouch in my other handbags, my Neverfulls. This one has a lot of meaning. This is a Witchery pouch, and I love the tassel. That actually got me the job at Witchery. Not got me the job at Witchery, but I remember going in and looking at it and speaking to Claire at the time, who was the Witchery manager. And I remember thinking, oh, it's a lot of money, don't know. And I went back, I thought about it. And ever since, a few people, or even after I got, a few people said I should have bought that. Some people, or the lady that I sold this to as well, she used that as a wallet, I think. So what she'd do is she'd put all her cards in there, her cash, and she'd take it like that. I don't. I use it as a nighttime clutch. I don't use it much anymore, but I just love the pattern on it. And she'd have to be probably 8 years old, this one, and for and the tassel, so in fairly good condition for the amount of time I've had her. This one was a Mimco. I was doing I think I was doing the hosting of, or the talking at a fashion parade show where we were trying to raise some money, and I needed something small and I needed something white. I think the theme was, I don't know, white maybe, or something. I needed this anyway, so I got this, and it's just from Mimco. Keeping this mainly because of the shape and the color, because every time I need something light, this really comes in handy. So that one. This one I bought at Nine West. This one has a lot of memory in it too, because I'll say my daughter's best friend all through primary school, she was getting married, and I wore a silver sort of shiny dress, and I had blue heels, navy blue heels, and I wanted this to go with this. And I find this one does go with a lot, especially if you're wearing denim. Oh, there's tissues in there. Denim, or yeah, it's just a good one to have in your wardrobe just to grab. And this one has a lot of meaning because this is sort of done freehand, or it's more, what do you call it, just more natural. I got this in Costa Rica recently, and I like this because it is an original brand from there. What's it called? I can't pronounce it. Yeah, so it's one of their leather pieces from there, and it has a lot of meaning. And because I was on holidays, I thought I'm going to go for a bright colour, because every now and then a girl needs some bright colour. And my latest is this one, which people have seen it probably if you follow me on Instagram, is my Witchery little Bella box bag. And I had to order this in. I went into one of the Witchery stores, they didn't have it, so I rang my local store and they had this couriered over for me. It came in black, or it still is current, this one. Black, white and pink. and I wanted the white one because I want to wear this to high teas, take this off obviously, have a little handle on, play ladies, wear that, and also I can use this crossbody as well. And even though it's white, it's that like really hard wearing. This isn't leather, this is like leather look-alike, but it's just hard wearing. I should be able to clean that. So that's my collection other than my designer ones. I love having these. I don't always have to be dressed in designer, and when there's a gap in one of my outfits, I usually pull one of these, and I'm usually pretty happy to wear that and feel like I'm looking good. So if there's any questions, leave them down below, but don't forget everyone, Ada loves style. See you again next time. Bye. If you like this video, please subscribe, push like, and follow me on Instagram. And don't forget everyone, Ada loves style. See you again next time. Bye.